it had been a full year since we had seen each other, and the first time we had even seen each other was back here for day one of this recording session.
I drove from Florida, Matt drove from upstate New York, Josh drove from Charleston, and Jay drove from Philly.
Gary showed up at like 10 o'clock. I showed up at like 10:10.
So we literally pulled up all at the same time. We're like, where's Goodwin? I'm like, yeah, I think you should be getting in around midnight. And then just lights start coming in. We're like, ah, you know, just such a vibe.
You see one of your, you know, best friends in the whole world for the first time in a year that you've been fam with on the road for a long time. Just the excitement to like catch up again.
The studio we've been going to for the last 3 records, it's really unique. I mean, it's cool because you go there, once you get there, you don't leave there until you guys are done your session. You're always there. So we get the most amount of work done in the smallest amount of time. Last February, it was the end of the tour. I wasn't feeling well, so after the tour, I went home. The guys had to meet back up in like, I don't know, maybe a week to do this show at Copper Mountain. And I never flew back out. They had somebody play bass. That was the first show that I missed. So I haven't seen the guys in about a month shy of a year. And it was awesome when we met up.
Driving on this dark country road. That's what it looked like to me. And then all of a sudden we're turning off and we're just driving in boonies, dirt roads. I'm like, wait a minute, where are we going? And then it wasn't until we opened that door and walked through here. I can speak for all of us. We just fell in love with it immediately. And then all of the good music that's come out of here, not just by us, I can feel it in this room. So much good work has been done, and I think when we all got here together and the fact that we could stay here and there's no distractions and just being in nature, I've got nothing but love for this place.
So I do what I gotta do, really it's just impossible for me to think about anybody but me. So free from my property, kneel before me properly, then run back to your hover with bloodied up knees. Give me the loot, I'm a high roller. Give me the loot, yeah, I'm a high roller.
I remember me and Goodwin talking about, you know, where we wanted to go, and we were thinking, you know, let's go like somewhere tropical. Let's go to Mexico, or let's go to Costa Rica. Let's find a studio out in Brazil or Jamaica. Let's go somewhere cool, you know, and Goodwin researched a bunch of places. And I remember him calling me and going, so do you want to be like in the city, or should I just nix all that stuff out, you know? And I was immediately like, yeah, no, I don't want to be anywhere near a city. For me, one of the coolest things is to be able to like open the door or open a window and just be like look out, and to get a sense of like peace and some kind of serenity. And that's what this place does. I mean, you step outside and you're in the woods, you know, and you know, that brisk air and the birds, and I don't know, man, there's something about, you know, when I go up to my room at night, open up the window even though it's cold, and just like feeling like you're in some kind of cabin, you know. And for me, that's what you know, that's where I'd rather be. I don't want to be in the Babylon city, just
Heard that lately maybe you've been feeling down and now.
It's always wild going to another studio to work, because originally we had talked about maybe going up to Rochester, and I work out of a studio called Black Dog where we have a 32 channel API board, and I know that room intimately. I know it inside and out. So it would have been easy for me from an engineering standpoint to have those dudes come up there. So I came down here, and it had been years since I'd been down here. So it's like looking at the gear list and being like, oh, what do they have? Like, what am I working with? What's the deal? And I came down, and there's some amazing gear here. I mean, there's 16 channels of API pre's from Sunset Sounds, which I mean, you can look up the history. It's on White Star's website, but there's some epic records that got cut on it. We're really dipping into a whole bunch of different realms of sonic creation. It's fun going to a new space where they've got stuff that you wouldn't normally have access to, and you walk by and you're just, oh, what's this? Oh, whoa, okay, that sounds interesting. Maybe that would be cool in this section of this tune, you know? Which is where production gets fun, where you're trying to create something maybe unique for a tune. It's like, how do you make that tune catch someone's ear where they're like, oh, whoa, something, you know, sounds familiar, and then there's something in here that takes it to a new place.
And I won't just put up with this hatred and anger. Yeah, I know it's a jungle out there, but don't be scared. Just stay cool and be humble. Yeah, I know it's a struggle, but if you can't, you can step inside when the thunder starts to rumble.
This was actually the best vibes, I think, it just being the four of us, you know? The four of us together, just working solo with no distractions. I don't think I'd want to do it another way.
Sirens, but after the sounds of